Well, you can just go ahead and call me your Nintendo Nostradamus because two of the Nintendo Directs that we're getting in the next 2 weeks, I predicted them. Was it an easy prediction? Absolutely not. You don't have to call me Nintendo Nostradamus. I'm just excited that we're getting two Nintendo Directs. One's happening tomorrow, one's happening next week. So let's go over what we're getting, what you should expect, and maybe let's keep the expectations in check. There's not something crazy that's going to be really happening. And also, if I sound different today, it's because I literally woke up, saw there was a Pokemon Presents happening next week, and said, I need to make a YouTube video. I haven't even had my coffee yet. But anyway, let's get into it. So like many people expected, we did get the confirmation that we're getting a Nintendo Direct tomorrow on the 21st. It is going to be a partner showcase, so it's not going to be a bunch of first-party Nintendo games like your Princess Peach Showtime, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, Luigi's Mansion 2, all that stuff. It's been more focused on third-party stuff, so like your Square Enixes, your Capcoms, and everything. There's a good chance we know some of the stuff that's going to be there, like the big one would be like the Microsoft games that we talked about in the last video, so like your Pentiment, your Grounded, Sea of Thieves, and Hi-Fi Rush. Some combination of those games are going to be present in this show. As well as there's been rumors about a complete version of Shin Megami Tensei 5 coming, which is great. I don't know if you've played Shin Megami Tensei 5, but the game is awesome. I didn't finish it though because I got tired of how bad the frame rate was on the Switch. So I'm a gamer. And I play on other platforms too. So I'm kind of hoping that if this SMT5 thing is real, it's also coming to other platforms with more powerful hardware so I can give that game a fair shot. But if your only option is a Switch, you should totally check it out. It's like a rated M Pokemon game, but instead of Pokemon, it's demons. And it's like a more fleshed out RPG. It's a lot of fun. There are other rumblings about games that could be there, like a GameCube remasters. We have no confirmation of what the GameCube-ish remaster remake could be. All signs are pointing to it being Endless Ocean. This is coming from Pyoro, which is actually the only credible leaker that has been able to confirm like when the Direct was happening. Everyone else is like, it's happening last week. Pyoro was like, no, it's happening this week. And then he's been teasing a GameCube game. So if it is going to be one, it seems like it's going to be Endless Ocean. I've never played it. I have no opinions one way or the other on this game, but hopefully it's something interesting that we'll all be able to check out. Everything else is still up in the air. We have no idea who all's showing up for this. Most of these partner showcases usually are around like 10-15 minutes. This one's 25 minutes long, so it does look like it's going to be packed with stuff. It is worth pointing out though that Nintendo has been at these partner showcases before, showing off games by like the Hyrule Warriors games, Fire Emblem Warriors, Mario vs. Rabbids, Sparks of Hope has been at one. So it's not necessarily that like your main Nintendo characters won't be there, but it's just not going to be by games published by Nintendo. But anyway, let me know in the comments what games you want to see show up at this presentation, and let's talk about the one that I think is really going to blow people's socks off. The second presentation, the one that got announced today, is that next week we're getting a Pokemon Presents, which happens every year for Pokemon Day on February 27th. So it'll be happening next Tuesday. This starts at 6 a.m. Pacific, so if you're Central Time like I am, 8 o'clock. And that's also the same for the Nintendo Direct happening tomorrow. But anyway, this Direct is where all the fun stuff gets to happen, right? There's been a lot of talk about what the next Pokemon game is going to be. There's a lot of different options, a lot of rumors floating around about what this could be, and every single one of them, for the most part, sounds exciting. So to quickly just break down what those options are, it has been a sequel to Pokemon Let's Go, which would be set in Johto. We've got Pokemon Black and White remakes. You know, there is a possibility they go ahead and just lift the lid up on the next generation of Pokemon. I think that one's the least likely out of the four. And then there's also a new Pokemon Legends we could be getting, which could be set in Johto, or it could be set in Unova. Who knows? Either way, though, we have exciting times ahead of us with Pokemon stuff. There's also going to be new events for other Pokemon-related titles coming. So, you're going to get updates on Pokemon Sleep and Pokemon Cafe and Pokemon Unite. All that stuff's always going to be there, too. Which brings me to this week's poll question. What Pokemon game would you like to see most at next week's Pokemon Presents? Options we got here: Pokemon Black and White remakes, Pokemon Let's Go sequels, a new Legends game, or the reveal of Pokemon's Generation 10. They're all gonna happen at some point. It's just about which one happens first, Or, sound off on the comments. You have a different idea for what you'd like to see as the next Pokemon game. There was a rumor going around, I don't believe it. It would be cool though, where the game is a mashup of Pokemon Black and White and Pokemon like Gold, Silver, and Crystal. And there was these really cool concept arts going around of like Ho-Oh and Reshiram and Lugia and Zekrom like fused together. I don't think it's real, but it looks cool. And it would be something that I could see Pokemon potentially doing. So who knows? Maybe that is something that they do. Before I let you go, let's go over the results of last week's poll, where I asked you, do you think that Nintendo should continue to support amiibos beyond the Switch? All votes say no. Everyone wants the amiibos to die. I mean, I'm indifferent, like I said, so it doesn't matter one way or the other. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're looking forward to these Nintendo Directs. I'll be covering them shortly after that they air. And of course, be super excited for the Pokemon Presents happening next week. So 2 out of the 3 things that I said were going to happen have happened, which only leaves the entire month of March for Nintendo to reveal their next generation system that potentially may not even be coming out until at least March of next year. Who knows? Y'all have a great week. Enjoy the shows, and I will see you next time.